Well, it's tax season, and you're wondering if you should do your own taxes or hire a pro. I understand on one hand you don't want to spend too much money, but then at the same time you're like, well, maybe I should hire a pro. Well, I want to break down whether you should hire a pro or do it yourself. Because I've been doing taxes and bookkeeping for over 10 years for small businesses. So let's dive into the conversation so you can decide whether you can hire a pro or do your own taxes. Let's go. Should you file your taxes? Here are 3 reasons why you should not file your own taxes. Check this out. The first one is because you're not up to date with tax law changes, right? Are you getting the new updates every year when you file your taxes? Are you in the industry? Are you a professional doing bookkeeping, accounting, and taxes? Likely you aren't. So you aren't up to date with the new tax law changes. So why would you attempt to go do something that you aren't equipped to do, right? Yeah, there are different programs out there for you to put stuff into a software and it give you numbers, but are you missing out on deductions? Is that something you can even deduct, say, an expense for your business? What are you attempting to do? Try to get stuff done quickly, get the biggest refund that you possibly can. Maybe you even owe taxes because you haven't withheld enough money. But the whole question is, are you equipped with the knowledge of the new tax law changes that will help you get the best bang for your buck when it comes to your filing your taxes? So I recommend not doing them because you aren't up to date with your standards in terms of what's happening in the tax world, right? Tax law changes every year. It may not be significant changes. They shouldn't have a lot of changes, but things have changed. And are you aware of those changes? If not, don't go it alone. And if you want to make better decisions with your finances, stop overspending, and stop impulse spending, get you a free resource, the free money plan budget tracker at thecartegrader.com. This is how you're going to really transform your finances in 2025. Second reason why you shouldn't file your taxes, you personally, is because, again, if you have a business, are you getting all the deduction that you are required, or not really required, but that you're eligible for, right? You have a business and some deduction may not even be able to be deducted. Some people may think about you getting entertainment as deduction. Entertainment is no longer a deduction. The IRS doesn't allow that. After the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, entertainment is no longer a deduction for your business. In fact, a guy had a client, he was saying he went golfing one time, and I'm like, you did? Great. Well, he thought he could deduct that as an expense. I said, no, entertainment is no longer a business deduction. There you go. There you have it. So people, again, if you aren't up to date with tax law changes, you wouldn't have known that that isn't deductible in your business. Right? How about tax law for an S corporation? Well, do you know that if you have an S corporation, in order to reimburse yourself as an owner, so you're buying things on behalf of the business with your personal credit card, debit card, I want to get that reimbursement that's in line with the IRS's guidelines is to have an accountable plan, right? And people may not even know about that plan for that S corporation. And you may not even know about having to have a reasonable salary. In order to have a reasonable salary, you must pay yourself as an employee of the business. I mean, you must become an employee of your S corp. Again, if you aren't in tune with what's happening in the tax industry, how do you know that you are equipped to do your taxes? Right, you probably aren't. And then also, the third thing is the errors. You could be creating errors on your tax return, not even be aware of it. I had a client who attempted to do her amended return, apparently. Amended return, and one client attempted to set up an S corporation, didn't go through. So, again, it's good that people attempt to do things on their own, want to be self-sufficient, but if that's not your area of expertise, I recommend, which is the solution to all of these things, if you're trying to file your taxes on your own, you're not up to date with tax law changes, you're missing deductions, or you're creating errors, then I recommend hiring a pro to help you file your taxes the right way. And that's something I do for my clients. Help them make sure that they're getting deductions if they have a business. And if they aren't and self-employed, they help them to make sure that they can maybe get a child tax credit if they have children, if they aren't taking the deduction for their child or getting the credit for their child. Or maybe if they're itemizing, make sure that they can itemize the things that are accurate or correct things to itemize. Make sure that they get deduction that they are rightfully due. So I work on behalf of my clients so that they can get the taxes filed correctly and get every dollar that they deserve, if they deserve a refund. If not, then I recommend just say, well, let's look at what we can do next year so you won't owe taxes, right? So again, hire a pro. If you need help with filing your taxes the right way, go to decodedgraded.com, my website. Shameless plug. He'll get help with your taxes for 2025 and sometimes even past your return, like help with those as well. So hire a pro if you want your taxes done the right way.